Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to pull the window out. My wife's standing here she doesn't like being on camera. But what I did is I've got my locks. Hi babe. I've got my locks locked, and then the latch is latched in the back, so it should keep it up. I watched a couple guys' videos and I don't know, I never got a definitive answer on if you could do it like this or not. So I'm gonna give you a definitive answer, and I'm gonna try to do it myself because most guys probably don't have somebody to sit there and help hold, but my wife is here just in case I can't get my foot up here to kind of hold it, to get it down, something, whatever. So she's here for emergency. So I guess let's try it. And I'm gonna guess on where you guys can see. Probably can't see there. Here, you on video? Launch video, touch the screen, and if you can't see. And nobody tells you sizes. This is a 17 millimeter. I'm gonna try a ratchet wrench, we'll see what happens. All right, so I didn't even think about the squirters on the machine. I know I was looking for it too, but you gotta pull the wire so you can get all this off. And I'm gonna try using this. It looks like you can get in and get it depressed. Flat-headed screwdriver, something may work, I don't know, but that's kind of the first thing I thought to grab. I put the bolt back in just in case. Those are latched. And then I pulled all the little clips off going on the frame of the door. And watch your hands. When you take this bolt out, this does raise up a little bit. My machine's fairly new. Maybe an older machine might not have that much spring on the shocks, but mine did kind of lift up. So I'm just putting light pressure on mine, holding it down, just so I can get the bolt out without kind of, you know, catching the end of the thread. There it is there. See, you can manipulate it by hand, so it's not crazy, but don't have your finger in between maybe. That might not be great. I think I've got everything out. Nobody's video really is, I don't want to talk about somebody else's video. I just didn't seem like I got the whole thing out of everybody's videos, so we're gonna try to be a little different and show you everything you need to do this, hopefully. I'm sure I'll miss something, but and again, that one's, you know, you could pull your shocks off if you wanted, but I kind of thought if I could do it without it. All right, I'm gonna try this by myself, but like I said, my wife's behind the camera. So, but I know some people won't have help doing this, so I think I'm gonna try to unlock it, and if it does hold it up with the latches, it should sit in the track. And then I'm gonna maybe put my foot up here, or I might just unlatch it, kind of catch it with my knee. I don't know, we'll find out. Oh boy, that's unexpected. I mean, it's, oh, okay, so now you kind of know what to expect. So it is doable by yourself. And if I saw a video of that first like that, I probably would have been a lot more prepared. Didn't really expect that. And a lot of people are going to, they're not going to be quite in this exact situation. Most time guys are doing this because they broke the glass. My glass is still in. Anyways, I thought the latches would kind of hold better than that, but they didn't. So maybe be prepared if you're going to do that. Kind of hold it up if you are by yourself. Maybe have somebody grab the front of the glass. Anyways, let's get to taking stuff off and cutting this glass out. Mine has, I guess it does have the urethane or whatever in it. This has foam tape on the bottom, but if you lift up your gasket down there, I can't get my finger in there to see. There's kind of a lip that it goes into. Anyways, but we'll get all that cut out. I'm gonna get everything pulled off. I gotta pull the wiper motor off. I'm just gonna pull the latch off, let it flop there, and then I'll pull the handle off, and then we're gonna cut this out. Okay, just real quick, like I said, nobody shows you like everything. I didn't know how to get all this apart. I just kind of figured it out. This is your latch assembly here. There's 2 screws that are here, and they go through this piece, through your handle, and they attach the handle to it. And then you have these 2 screws out here. They go into this latch piece. You know, they go here. And then there's some, you know, some stops. This is a positive stop so you don't break the glass. They go, I guess I should have been videoing it, but they go in there obviously. This is pretty obvious. This goes in here. That's your stop washer. Now I don't know. Well, I know that's beveled out, so maybe that's why it's beveled out, so you still use these. I don't know, but like I said, these 2 core screws are the ones that go in there. Kind of hold your handle. This is your cover. It goes, you know, it attaches here and kind of covers it and trims it out. So anyways, I've got the 2 nuts off of the, I got 2 nuts and 2 bolts out of the wiper motor. Here's your bolt with your stop. It's got a stop on it. Kind of have to push them out. It's got a rubber bushing in there. One thing I didn't do that you might want to try to do, and I'm not going to try to put this back in there, take your wiper arm off before. I've been wiggling that. If you're replacing your glass and your glass is intact, pull that wiper off before you do anything, because it's, you know, it's got splines on it and it's up there really tight. We haven't gotten my handle off yet. I need to pop the little things open. Looks like maybe I can almost get my, ow, whew, my broken fingernail. So it looked like I could almost get my fingernail in there. I mean, I would assume that it would open up from this side. It does. Well, I say it does. Yeah, there you go. And it's a screw. So take a small screwdriver. Just try to be careful so you don't mar up your handle if you care about it. Pop that open, screwdriver, and you just run that out, and it'll take it out of there. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm probably gonna leave the wiper motor on there, I guess, until I get the frame off of it, and then I'll flip the glass over and try to work it. Hopefully I don't break the glass. But you've got to get the wiper arm off of it to get the motor out. All right, you might be at the scene of the accident before it happens. Let's get some gloves on. Just, I have a tendency to get a little aggressive with a knife. I don't need to bleed on camera this time. I don't know how well this is going to work. I thought about using a heat gun and heating it up a little bit, but sometimes that's not great. So this is a brand new knife, brand new blade. Just putting light pressure on it. I'm holding over here. You got to put pretty good tension on it. Stuff, there it goes. I was hoping I could get it to run like that. I mean, I might be able to put my hip up against the frame. Well, now it doesn't want to move as easy. Oh, there it goes. I guess I just need to do it that way. All right. I mean, that went better than what I thought. Okay, well, I got the wiper arm off. I put one of the bolts back in, and I've got this trim tool. And what I ended up doing is I had to end up getting underneath here, and I was kind of, you know, wedging it like this, and then I'd kind of push on the wiper arm to get it to kind of rock back and forth. It didn't want to come off of there. And then you've got a big nut here. I don't know what size. It's a crescent wrench. You could probably pull it off by hand, but I assume you have to pull that off. Get this washer off. So those go like that. This goes over it. And then let me pull this nut back out. Let's put you guys right here. Where you at? There you go. Pull the grommets out so you can transfer them over to your polycarbonate. There's your wiper motor. Okay. Well, we successfully pulled off. I just stacked stuff the way it came off, set it there, and we successfully got our glass out. Now we'll see if we can successfully keep it in one piece till we get a box. I'm gonna get, I don't know, those foam noodle things. I might go get one of those and cut it down into 4 pieces or 3 pieces, I guess. I can use that. And I'll put one on each side, and I'm gonna try to get a cardboard box, or I might get some, I've got plywood back here. I might make me a plywood box and just put some 1x for the outside perimeter and just box it up. Put it up on a shelf. I would think that if I held it, you know, captured it here and then measured it, kind of made the box to fit, slide it in, I think it'd be worth keeping. I mean, pull the tin off and maybe re-tin it if somebody wants it tinted, or if I put it back in mine or something. I scraped the urethane off. I think it is, I think it's a urethane that might be a structural silicone. But what threw me off a little bit, I thought mine was different. It had foam tape in it, that it was taped in. It's not. That's about a 1/4 inch thick of, you know, urethane or some type of material. And then what they do is they put that foam down first. So what they do is, the only reason I know stuff like this is my buddy does a lot of glass, and I actually used to help him do a lot of production stuff. See, there's some of the foam tape. You can still see the foam tape. So they put foam tape on it. You're looking at the, you know, at the outside now. This is the inside where this is. So what they'll do is they'll put this foam tape down on the inside perimeter. I'm sure they've got a jig that, you know, catches a couple holes or something, and then they lay the foam tape down. Maybe they've got a machine that just ka-chunk, 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 something, and that's a technical term, so it's patented. And then I'm sure they have a machine that goes through, and that's another technical term. But what happens is when they install this glass, when they glaze the glass in, you get a really nice reveal inside, because it won't go past that foam tape. And they may have a machine that does it all at once. I'm just saying. So this sits just like that on the inside of the glass. So when I glaze this, mine's not going to look this good because I didn't think about getting foam tape. I thought maybe mine was different and it had foam tape in it. I never, you know, you can't look at the other side until you have it apart. So anyways, if you want to make a slick install, get you some 1/4 by 1/4 foam tape. and then you could foam tape it. I don't know, I guess you'd have to get it right where you need it though. Well, you could stick it to the frame. You could stick it to the frame in here instead of sticking it to the glass. You could stick it around the perimeter of your frame and then caulk your frame and set it right on. That's another thing. Let's talk about caulk. Where'd mine go? Oh boy. Right here. I knew I pulled it out. So a buddy of mine, again, he is a glass guy. He is second generation at least glass guy. So that's why I have a good caulk gun. And I know how to tool caulking. Weird for a landscape guy. So to school you a little bit on caulking, $7.95. This is a building. It is a structural silicone. They have a $7.90 also, and you do not want it. It's very thin, liquidy. Well, this is black structural silicone. This is like $8 or $10. If you want to put urethane on it like everybody else does and say they do, go ahead. It's $35. I know what this stuff does. It ought to, you know, present the same effect as this. It is a very, very good, very well holding structural silicone. We're gonna try it. I'm not telling you to use it, but $10, and you can order it off Amazon, maybe cheaper, but in the contractor supply store I go to, they sell Dow material stuff, and you want a $7.95. It is a structural silicone. Or you can go get the urethane for like 30 or 35 bucks. Knock yourself out. You do whichever one you want, but that's what I'm gonna try. So we'll try it and see. It may not work out worth a crap, and I might have to cut it out. I hope not, because it cuts out worse than this. That's why I thought, you know what, I'll use that. Well, maybe not worse than that, about like that. It's pretty tough. But we'll see how it does. It may be a mistake. The instructions say only use a urethane. Their online videos say, hey, you know, use whatever you want. You can use foam, or, you know, like double-sided tape. You can use, you know, this, that, whatever. The reason you do not want to use a RTV, you don't want to use any kind of RTV that you get at you know, O'Reilly's or anything like that. This does not have acetone in it. $7.95, or what you call it, RTV has acetone in it. That's what gives it, you know, its cleaning and biting properties, and it keeps it fluid. It gives it, you know, this is going to be a lot thicker. The RTV has a fair amount of acetone in it. That's why you do not want to use it on anything plastic. It'll actually melt the plastic, and it evaporates out of the silicone to make it dry, and it's going to haze this the polycarbonate up, and it's probably going to affect that polycarbonate quite a bit. It'll actually melt into it and make it soft. You don't want that. Now, silicone, a true pure silicone like this with no acetone in it, ought to be fine. But time will tell. We'll see. Maybe I'm dumb. But I'm gonna get the frame cleaned up. I might show a little bit of that. I think I'm just gonna scrape it really clean. I'm not gonna sand it and do all kinds of crazy stuff. $7.95 bites to quite a bit. You don't want to have like unlike materials, but we'll just see how it cleans up. I'm gonna try to get the glass in a safe-ish spot somewhere in here, which I don't know where that would be. Actually, we're gonna put it in the tractor. I don't need the tractor for like a week. I'm gonna put it in the cab of the tractor. I'm gonna stand it right up on the rubber floor. It's fairly clean in there. The seat is soft. If it fits in there, it's going in the tractor till we box it up. And I'll box it up this afternoon. But that'll make it to where it won't fall down over on the RTV and go boom, and then I cry. Give me a minute and we're gonna clean the frame. Alright, here goes the shooting match, I guess. And I may be making a huge mistake of using this silicone, but I don't know. The risk reward is, I know what this does, and I know different urethanes react differently. I'm just going to put all my adhesive where I can see I had adhesive before. And it took almost an entire tube. Let me get some of that urethane. I've got some that, whoa, about to drop the camera. That was a nice even cut. My thought was is I might take that and sit that in there as a spacer, just so we don't compress that silicone too much. I don't know if it's necessary, but if I cut it now and I've got it, I might go ahead and put it in there. I don't know, just like that. If I can do this, I know you can't see what I'm doing. I'll show you in a minute. Sitting here working through it, thinking about what I could do, hopefully to make the process easy. So what I did is I cut some long strips. My thought is maybe I could put them like so to hold the polycarbonate up, and then I can slide them out after it starts the curing process and it starts to thicken up a little bit. My only concern is maybe the polycarbonate won't hit those, because it's kind of curved in places and all that. But anyways, let's see, let's get you back here maybe on the machine. All right, and I've got something I'm going to cheat with. Glass cups. My buddy's a glass guy. I bought these years ago. I use them all the time. We used to use them to move like the big crappy TVs and all that stuff. They worked amazing. Awesome. It's clean. It's just dusty on the inside. Okay. So it said put the heavy bevel to the outside, the light bevel to the inside. I'm going to look at my sheet over here and confirm that before I stick this on. It says light milled etched edges to the inside of the cab, depth edges to the outside, and I have the deepest edges to the outside. That's why I put the cups on it, so I knew which side to grab. Okay. And this would probably be easier with two people. I could probably get my wife out, but I know a lot of people are like me and they don't have that luxury of having someone helping them. So we're just going to do it. And what you can do, this stuff cuts really nice after it's cured. So I'm going to let it cure. We can pull the cups off. If you guys haven't ever seen these, you can't climb the building, but their C.L. Lawrence is what I bought, probably the best in the business for glass stuff. It's just like what you see in the movie. You know, you see it's not stuck. Pump it up. It's stuck. Push a button, release it. It releases the valve. Worked really good. As you saw, you know, you could probably lay it in the track like that, let it down, but that was very controlled. You had total control over it. Not a whole lot of ways that you can, you know, you can't grab the center of that to move it around. You can with these. So you can buy a cheaper version. They're plastic handles. I went full bore. I wanted something good that'll last me a lifetime. I'll never wear these out. I don't hardly use them. But all right, I don't know how to get a very good view of this, so we're gonna try this. That way maybe the camera will be out of the way and you guys can see, probably, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. What was that? Maybe I hit the latch. Alright, grab the, oh no. Unlock that side over there.
No, that's what it was.
Alright, grab the bottom so I can get my foot out. Can't hang it. Huh?
This?
That's fine. You gotta pull away from the machine a little bit. You walk away from the, there you go.
This way?
Yeah. I couldn't get my foot out.
Oh, I was
My
like,
wife's helping me. She had me trapped in the machine. Okay, you want to try to let that down on my knee? You want to put the rollers on it?
okay.
Alright, now, we need to get, I can't see it. No, let's see, that side was about in. I'm going to have to tilt it up to get the other one in. That one in?
Yep.
Can you lift it up? Alright. Should be good. What's wrong? You wait for it to hit me in the head again or something?
No.
It probably sees me. Do you guys see me? They didn't answer.
Wow.
Hit the back screen. Can you see?
Yes, I can see you. Just can't see what you're doing.
Well, it's kind of a reverse process of what we did to take it out. Whew. It's hot in here. Everybody texts me all the time. I try to get all our stuff done on the weekend. I know, talking to you and the camera's rolling, they don't care. I can put music on it. Or I might not. Who knows? Okay. Woo, it's a long way to bolt. Jamie, Christmas. I took it to California already, now I'm headed back. There you go. We're not rolling this window down until tomorrow morning. I'm afraid that I'm gonna give too much squish on my silicone. I left my spacers in to kind of help carry it until that silicone cures. I probably need a flashlight to put this back on because I don't remember where all the things pushing at. So, anyways, I've got a little bit of stuff left to do. Let's grab you guys. That magnet is awesome. Woo! Magnet is awesome. All right, I didn't get you. My wife doesn't like being on camera. There you go. That was reverse what we did. It did help tremendously putting it in with her. I probably could have got it up. I would have done like the knee thing, and I was probably going to I thought about putting just a dab of something on the rollers to keep them from falling off. I thought maybe they'd fall off, but I manipulated it back and forth with the rollers on. It wasn't a problem. Anyways, I put the latch back on. Everything fit good. I put everything back on. I tinted the window. I know everybody's gonna ask me what tint it is. This is 20%. Now my windshield is 35%. Anyways, I opened the windows because I kind of thought maybe I'd get some airflow, and my gosh, it's hot. I should just start the machine up. But all I need to do is put my wiper motor cord back on. I'm gonna grab a flashlight so I can see where all my little holes are for my stays, and then pop my cover on. This is already tightened up. I do need to tighten up the outside nut on my wiper and then put my wiper on it. So, and actually I think I might just keep my wiper off of it. I thought about leaving the wiper off, just because I haven't really had a problem with it getting ripped off on this machine. And really all I'm gonna do is shear with it is what my plan is. I wanted this, you know, it's extra protection brush hogging. It is the way to go if you're gonna mow. We may get a mulcher to run on this, so I thought it'd be better just to get it done. But wasn't a hard process. I hope I really showed you guys, you know, maybe every step of it, especially taking the glass out, because most people, you know, I'm kind of at a disadvantage. Most people already have their glass out. I had to cut my glass out and not break it. It's sitting in the cab of the tractor right now. So anyways, I really hope it helps. Please like and subscribe, and we're gonna have this thing out tomorrow with the big OMF tree shear on it. Oh yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Thanks guys, have a good one.